Yep. Right on. So it looks like this is for the back seat. Assume these will be for the front seat. Yep. Cool. Basically, this replaces the coconut fiber, or some people call it horsehair. That'll be a lot nicer, I feel like. A lot more squishy. I don't know. On my bus last time, let's see how this goes. I put down I think burlap. I think that's what it is. Over this to kind of just give it some more structure. But that definitely is the bottom. I feel like I need to do that or not on these, but I might just so it has a little more support. And here's the top, like so. Boop. Cool. So if I don't put it on the burlap, it might poke through. So I think I'm going to end up, I don't know if I have any extra burlap or not, but I might run over to the like fabric store, Joann's or Michael's or whatever. I think Joann's shut down. So might have to go to Michael's, get some burlap to wrap these in. I do have a million hog rings, so I could, it's not like I don't have enough product to do. So I think I'll do the burlap. And the cardboard thing goes here. So that'll help support the back part of the seat cover. So someone's in the back seat that can't poke it really through here. I went to Hobby Lobby and got some burlap. It's pretty cheap. It's I think it was $3.99 a yard. I just got 4 yards just to make sure I had enough. I'll probably have too much. I'm gonna cut this kind of halfway to size and then grab the hog rings and hog ring it on, and then I'll trim it after I get it on. Main reason I'm putting this on, just to help protect the foam. It's going to go on, and I'm going to wrap it around like so, and the foam will go on and it won't blow through the springs. That's the plan anyways. So let's go ahead and probably start at the top. I'll do a couple and then I'll bring the camera over and show you what I'm doing. Get the feel for it first here. Can't remember what I did. So I put the hog ring in here, and then you crimp it down and it kind of closes it, basically just like a staple. Just trying to get it over this thicker piece, but it's a little too thick, so I have to improvise here and do it over these springs. I don't remember what I did last time. This didn't have any of this on there when I took it off. The only seat that had it on, I think, was the back seat. Had hog rings. Okay. Just gonna go around, do the whole thing, and then I'll show you guys the end process when I'm done. This is the basic idea. Just wrap burlap around it. When the foam's now on there, that'll go on like so. And then when the cushion goes up against it, it's protected a little bit. None of this is seen. I'm not too worried about this overlap really. I was going to cut it all and trim it all, but I think it looks fine. I'm going to cover it up. Next, I need to do the cardboard piece, this piece here. And then we can slide the cover over. I should have done that piece first, I think. The cardboard piece first. Dang it. Because there's a screw in there that I was supposed to unscrew. All right, well, lesson learned. Let's do it on the other one, to these screws here. So I'm gonna, you guys can see those screws. There's a screw right here. I need to loosen that, slide that cardboard in, and then screw it back down. Pulled those two screws out. Now flip it over. Believe so. This is shaped like so. I think this part's the top, and then the rest kind of slides in. I believe. I'm gonna give it a try here. I'm not sure. Might have to. There's another screw on here. I think I might have to loosen that. That doesn't seem like it's tucking in super well. Yeah, there's a screw here. The other cardboard thing did not go under that, as far as I know, but I'm gonna go ahead and just loosen these other screws. Oh well. All right, let's try to slide this in now. Feels better already. What's it bound up on here? I'm gonna grab the old one. I think it's shaped different. Yeah, this is the one that came out of it. I think it was like that. Definitely shaped a little different. I think I'm gonna notch out these two spots there. I have an extra set of these cardboard things because I didn't realize it was a pair. So I bought two sets. So if I ruin one, it's really not the end of the world. and probably cost me more to return them than it is just to keep them. So I'm just going to keep them. So I just cut a little tab area here. Let's try that. See if that'll bypass some of the. That's not a problem. Okay, let's start there. There. Push it over a little. And I'm gonna go on this side of it here. I ended up notching this here and that there just to kind of push it down a little more. That's hopefully that works. Now I need to put the screws back in. Right on. A little bit more complicated. Not too bad. Okay. Now, back has some support. Looks nice. Not gonna see any of it, but it looks nice. All right, well, let's do burlap on this. And then we'll do, sure if I do the burlap, yeah. And then we'll do the other cushion. Now, the only crappy part is by having the cardboard on there, it's going to be harder for me to get into the back to do the burlap. Dang it. That's okay. We'll figure it out here. We'll figure it out. Let's start at the top like I did the other one. Burlap's on there. Back's on there. And then next we'll do the foam. Really dirty. And then this one we can put the cover on. I think I'll go grab that and we'll stick it on. That way, if I need to change anything on the other ones, I'll learn from this one. So I'm gonna go grab a seat cover, I'll be back. Found the cover here. I don't know if I'm gonna need, a lot of times they'll put like plastic over it to slide it over. Let's see what I can do here without it. Maybe I don't need it, I don't know. I don't know if I should glue the foam down to the two people would be cool. Definitely an extra set of hands would be rad. I don't know if the all right, let's try this. I'm gonna hang it over the edge a little. Get started here. Probably do need a little piece of plastic to help slide it over. It would probably be easier. I'm gonna do that. Try that. Might not be enough. I'm definitely not a professional upholsterer. So bear with me. Like it's on there pretty good. Okay, let's see if I can grab that plastic now. It's stuck up there. Oh, got it. Voila. Okay, that works. And then this, I do have the spikes. Just to pull it super tight up and over, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of get them all started. And then before I make sure, before I hook everything together, I'm going to make sure the plaid is going to be lined up. So if I have to shift it at all, I'll be able to shift it before I actually permanently attach it. I'm going to start on the seat bottom with the burlap. I'll probably just do time lapse. It's basically the same thing I just did. I'm hooking the burlap on just enough so it doesn't fall off. It's nothing too extreme. You don't need a million pieces on there or a million hog rings. You just get it attached and go from there. The hog ring goes in the hog ring pliers like so. And then let's take the corner. I kind of fold it over, try to find a spring to stick it to here. Let's see if I can, maybe right up there. Here. And I find if you go slower, it'll clamp down better. Stick it in there. And just see if I can get it. The hardest part is finding a spot to mount it. Clamp it down. Not going anywhere. All right, I'm going to do the rest, and then we'll get the cushion on there. Got that on. Now the cushion goes on. Just like so. It sits there at the bottom. Grab that. I gotta go get the upholstery for this. Got the seat cover here. This one does not slide over like the back part of it. This one kind of just goes over the top here. Like it's in there pretty good. Trying to make sure the seat foam is all the way down. Ah, man. Fell off. That's okay. Stick it back on there. Here. That works too. Upside down. Okay. I just put the plastic down to keep the cover a little bit cleaner from my dirty table. Pull these spikes up a little bit. It's hard to tell too when it's upside down how tight you need to make it. I'm just going to kind of halfway put it on the spikes. I'm not going to push all the way through. I feel like this needs to go way over. Try not to poke too many holes in it before I'm ready. I know what it's. I feel like it needs to be covered more. I don't know if I need to pull it that way more, maybe. There's that spike. You guys can see that or not? Yeah. And then that under. I feel like it's really tight here though, and it's making it dip down. So I'm going to loosen that one up there. I'll figure it out. Let you guys know what I do. There it is. Try to do this one-handed here. I got it. Hopefully you got that. Wait, lean it back. I got to get this over that. Those go on here. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna try to do one side here. Oh, there's. I got one. This was really hard to do when I took it off. Oh my god, it's freaking tight. Get that. There. Okay. Of course, I'm scratching my freaking paint. Well, of course. There. Voila. Okay. I haven't fully did this one, the bottom yet. So I wanted to attach it here and see what it looked like before I commit to attaching the bottom to the seat frame itself. Okay. Even know how to. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I see. I never knew what that actually did. It kind of brings it back and forth. It's a 10 millimeter. Sorry, I'm rambling. But I'm going to tighten down these. And then, yo! Sure. Give me, all. Do you guys want to hide and I'll count?
Yeah, wait 1 second.
Okay. Look at, I got my seat covers on. Beetle covers. Okay, that's sweet. Not too bad here. Let's see. Now, I feel like I could commit to poking holes in this thing. It's a little wonky here. Not gonna be able to, it's gonna be harder to do probably. I need it to go, let's see, I guess I can pull that tighter. Get rid of that wrinkle. So I'm gonna try a hog ring in there. I don't know what I'm gonna attach it to though. Trying to fill in this gap here. Sorry, my dog is super annoying. Got it done. This seat's done. So what I ended up doing on the bottom, let's see if I can flip it over so you guys can see. I hog ringed. The spikes are up here. I need to hammer down. So what I ended up doing, I did hog rings. Clean all this. Hooked it and hog ringed it. And then right over here where that kind of that weird gap was, I hog ringed it there together, the fabric. So now when you look at the side, you can't see through it there. This one's done though. Looks pretty good. Happy with that. This one I'm going to do time lapse. Front seats are done. Working on the back here. I don't know how far I'm going to get. It's getting kind of late. Let's see. I think I need a 10 millimeter. Get some burlap. This is going to be the where your bottom goes. Your butt. I'm going to cut this. Good there. Okay. All right. That. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, give me a minute. I'm going to cut this. Looks like I'm calling it a night. Probably good anyways. Get off my foot. So this piece will go here. And then this one I'll stick on the other piece, other section. The burlap is ready. Hopefully that's long enough. It's going to be tight. I should have cut it a little longer, but that's okay. I'll make it work. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to go watch Wednesday. Okay, I'm back. Day 2 here on this. Working on the rear. Get the burlap on here. My burlap pliers, oh, hiding. It's a little short on the side, so I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. Might have to just let it be like that. That's okay. All right, I'm just gonna get one started here, and that way, kind of connected. All right, I'm gonna put it on time lapse, do the rest of this. Same basic concept of what I've been doing. Got the burlap down, found the correct piece of foam. Let's see how this goes on. I think this is, pretty sure this is for this. And the other one goes on that one. I think so. Let's try it. Let's stick this on and then see if this is the correct one. Right, I'm going to flip it over and we'll see what we got here. Okay. Yep. So this was all hog ring down. And then there was just two spikes on each end here. And I think I got the two, that end and that end with the spikes. I got one hog ring on by myself, so I think I'll be able to do it. I'm gonna zoom out a little there, and I'm gonna try to get these on by myself here. I think I can do it. So there's holes right here, and the hog ring, what I did, I pulling it over and then hog ringing it in between the hole and the fabric. So I'm going to just try to go along the edge and do that on each hole here. So put the hog ring in, hole, and make sure you line up where the hole is, and then squeeze it down. There we go. Just like that. Let's see what it looks like here. It's really good. Turned out nice. Oh, I can move on to the next one. That probably took me 30 total minutes, maybe less. Getting the hang of it. This one will probably take a little longer. I think there's a lot more wrapping on this thing. Wrapping around stuff. All right, so what we'll do, I need to get this bar out. Because I got to poke a hole through the fabric. And there's a nail through that. Okay, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. So I watched a YouTube video. I think I watched J-Bugs, and the YouTube video, he pulled this bar out. That way, when you could slide it back in and know where to mark your hole, and comes out a lot nicer. So I'm going to pull this. There's a, literally looks like a nail, a twisty nail in there. And it looked like he just pulled that out. This thing slid off, and that bar should slide out. This part should slide out. I should be able to wrap the cover over it and then mark the hole and shove the rod back through. That's the plan. And then this one had a bunch of spikes on the back. So I guess I won't need to probably use the hog rings as much or at all, maybe. Let's see. I'm going to bend some of these around here. All right, I bent up all the little spikes a little bit, kind of that way when I wrap it over, it has something to grab. Might need to bend them up a little more. I'm not sure yet. Let's work on getting this pin out. Grab some different pliers maybe. And it looks just like a nail there. Let's see if I can get zoomed in on here. That there. Okay. So this is the nail I'm taking out. And there is a spring in there. This is probably going to suck. I have a feeling that it's, yeah, that did it right there. Okay. That helped a little. Let's see if I can get the rest of it out. Yep, sliding right out. Kind of. Just a little jiggle, 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 jiggle. Okay. Oh, yeah, that loosened up. So, yep, there goes that. Spring goes on this way. Like that. So the rod was in here. Like so, I believe. Is it facing up? I don't know. I'll have to look at the video. Pull that out. Spring goes in like this. Nail holds in the spring. Now we can slide this rod all the way out. I should have done that before when I painted it, but oh well. Right on. Now I feel like poking the hole will be easier in the fabric when I'm done. Let's get the fabric or the burlap on now. I'm going to flip it over. Be careful because it's these will poke you. Burlap. There it is. I think I bought 4 yards of burlap, and it was 47 inches wide, so I was able to cut it in half and use each half because I only needed 22 inches on each side, or the width, or not the width, I guess the height. Anyways, just measured before, and it was so cheap. The burlap was $3.99 a yard. I just made sure I had enough. So I went back and looked at my video. This goes on first, then the bottom. So the bottom overlaps that into the spikes. So I basically just need to get this thing lined up. I'll probably start with the top and then do the sides, I guess. The spikes. I do have to, there's that bracket. This bracket screws on to here, which holds the carpet on. But I'm not going to put that on until later. So, and then I have a cardboard thing that I purchased. I'll show you guys that when I'm done. It'll set on here as well. And then you put the carpet onto that. I believe you just glue it on and then screw that thing in. And then when you put your back seat down, it'll all be flush, I think, in theory. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the top here, get it hooked in to the spikes, and then work my way down. Try to keep it somewhat even. I think I'm going to flip it over. See what that looks like real quick before I get too carried away. My corners look, I think that looks great. Okay, now I can work on the sides. Plus at some point I got to poke that rod back through. I feel like I should be able to do it even after I hook this to the spike. Okay, now to poke a hole in the side for the spring to go in here. I'm just going to poke a hole in it with this, see if that'll be sufficient. Bring it around here. I'm going to do this side first. I can still see in the back here, so I could feel where. Okay, just poked it through. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver and poke it through. Grab that rod. I don't know. Let's see if I can get that to go through or not. I'll try to poke it through here. Might need a bit bigger hole. I was trying to keep it as small as I possibly could. There we go. I think I got it. Yep. And then it fell out. There. Okay. I'm just putting it through. Poke a hole on this side. Just kind of. All right, I got it in. I rewatched the video. I just poked the hole, slid this piece in. Now I'm going to put the spring on. See if I can get a view of that possibly. I left this stuff kind of loose. So the spring goes on like so. This piece goes under this metal piece here. And then I'm going to slide that in. That's going to go, I think, like that. and then I gotta shove this pin in at the same time. Should be fun. Let's see. I'm gonna go grab my wife. I think this will be fun. She loves fun things. All right, spring goes on, and then like so, she's gonna shove the rod in, and then I'm going to pry the spring. So no, the hole there. So you need to go in and then twist. Ooh, I think we got it. Can you wiggle the other end? Just jiggle. Just that end. You're good. I'm like halfway in. If you can just kind of wiggle jiggle. Yeah, just wiggle jiggle. I see it through. Okay. I think we're good. I'm going to try to get maybe a little hammer. And I don't know if that's going to work. It's hard to get in there. This is weird. I don't know. Pliers, maybe? Nope. Definitely doesn't want to hammer in. Can you... Ooh, maybe if we twist it? Can you twist it? Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. In. Seat's basically done for now. I can't do anything until I get I'm going to put carpet in. So this piece will get screwed on, I believe. Not really 100% sure because it didn't have one before. So this will go on here. Bracket did have holes to screw this on. So I'll screw that on there, and then the carpet will get put on here. And then when you lay the back seat down, the carpet will be all the way across the back and be all connected. So at this point, I'm leaving the back part kind of loosey-goosey here, just so I don't know if I have to, I might have to loosen some stuff to get all this stuff lined up. But that will be in the future. A lot. But it looks pretty dang good. Happy with it. This seat was probably the hardest one to do out of all of them. That back part anyway, sorry. The back of the seat. Let's see if I can get this up here. I just threw one in there real quick. Looks good. It'll look nice in there. It's a little wrinkled on the side, but I don't know I don't know what to do about that. Can't really do much, I don't think. They're pretty floppy to begin with, so. But I'm happy with that. It's gonna look good. All right, now I need to clean up this mess. Yeah, hop in. Watch your head. Here. There you go. Yep, pretty much. Bounce around. You gonna be able to fit in that? Yeah. Dropped everything. What do you think? Comfy? Comfy? Cool.